Hey guys, it's Kalia. Just wanted to jump in here and walk through a quick little tip that I kind of taught myself, I guess. Um, People have been asking me how I get my rings to pop in ring detail shots, and I finally just came across a picture that was easy enough for me to walk through and show you guys. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the after. Ignore these. This isn't right. This is the after and this is the before. As you can see in the after, it is a lot clearer, has definition, personality. And then in the before, it's just flat, kind of lacks personality, kind of lacks that oomph that you need in a really good ring shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, and here's another difference. And basically, I'm just going to walk you through the steps of what I do and how I make these rings look great in a ring shot. Having a ring that pops in a picture is really important to me because I know firsthand how expensive rings can be. So I want to make sure that I document a ring shot by itself, because it is one of the most important things of the wedding day. People take a lot of pride in their rings and they want good photographs of them. So I want to make sure that every shot that I take that has the ring as either the main focus or you can really see it in the picture and you want it to pop, that it is popping, clearly, and that it is sharp and it has personality, definition, and it looks good. Alright, so let's switch to full screen. Don't mind the grain, we're not going to add that in. I can't figure out how to take it off on this side, so we're just going to deal with it on that side. Alright, switching to full. I'm going to go over here to the masking section of Lightroom. I'm going to go down to the brush, and this is usually how big my brush is, about this size, depending on how big the ring is in the ring shot. So I just go ahead and I start painting the ring, and I make sure that I get the entire ring, because there is nothing worse than there's nothing worse than seeing a picture of the ring and you're noticing that one half of the ring isn't as pretty as the other half, or like isn't in focus enough, or you can clearly tell that one side of the rings has been edited to look a certain way and they totally forgot the other side. I notice that stuff. I know that maybe a normal person walking down the street won't notice that, but I do because I'm a perfectionist and I am crazy. Anyways, so after I mask it a bit, I roll down here to clarity, and clarity is your best freaking friend when it comes to these details and ring shots. I literally slam that thing up to 100%. And this is what it'll look like, and you think that, oh, okay, that's it, I'm done. That's all it needs to be done. That's very wrong. As you can see, it did define the ring and it did make the ring look good, and that's great, but it also darkened that area of the ring. So what I also do is I bump up the exposure of the ring just a smidge. There we go. So it looks normal. It's not like the darkest part of the freaking picture. Besides the clarity, I do bump up the texture a bit and the sharpness. Oh, that's down here. Just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of oomph. And click done. And that's it. There you have it. A super poppin' crispy ring. As I said before, I usually do this with all of my rings that are in focus in a ring shot. I have tried this before on an unfocused ring, just trying to see like if I could get it to look somewhat normal. doesn't work. You have to have at least one good in focus picture of the ring to receive this type of clarity when doing the masking trick that I learned. Also, this is not taken with a macro ring, or a macro lens, sorry, obviously. I think this was taken with my 35 on, I think I put just like a higher aperture, maybe 3 point, I want to say 3.0, just to make sure that I got like the sides of the rings in focus and everything in focus, so that I can do this trick and make it sharp. But yeah, so the only thing that I would do to this picture to clean it up was, you know, just doing the healing tool, get rid of these little specks everywhere. Even though I literally said I wasn't going to do that. But yeah, I would fix pretty much all of this stuff, like this, in Photoshop, just to make it clean, because people will zoom in on ring shots to, you know, because they can't believe it. They're like, wow, that's a really nice picture of the ring, and they want to see it up close and things like that. So you're not really wanting to see that. You're not really wanting them to see this, like all of this stuff, when it's so easily, you know, you can get rid of it really easy in Photoshop, if you know Photoshop it is. But yeah, I would pretty much just clean up all that, add some grain, because that's just who I am as a person. And boom, voila, it's perfect in every way. All right. And that's it. If you guys like this video, if you want to learn any more of my tips and tricks that I use in Lightroom, I am more than happy to do so. Just leave me a comment, share, so that other people can find this. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.